I spent most of my life learning how to smile with a mouth full of silence, how to nod and agree while my thoughts were screaming beneath the surface, how to sit through conversations I didn't belong in, how to pretend I was okay because the few times I dared to speak honestly, the room changed, the people shifted, their eyes said too much before their mouths even tried to form polite replies. So I began collecting moments of disconnection like someone hoards regrets they never talk about, and I folded myself smaller with each year that passed until I barely took up space in my own mind anymore. And I used to be light, I swear I used to be joy. But the world has a strange way of trimming the parts of you that don't fit its template. And all I ever wanted was to be seen without having to perform, to be invited without needing to shine, to be heard without turning my voice into a headline. And people always assumed I was arrogant because I didn't jump into every conversation, didn't fake laughter at jokes that didn't land, didn't mirror their performative energy just to blend in. But they never stopped to think that maybe I've spent years watching my own words weaponized, watching open-heartedness become ammunition, watching trust break like glass in slow motion. So I learned that the safest way to exist was to say as little as possible, to smile when expected and not in the right places, to become a background character in my own goddamn story. Because being quiet hurts less than being misunderstood, and walking away alone is easier than being left when you finally open up. And yes, I remember what it felt like to be wanted. I remember the chaos of connection, the euphoria of belonging. I remember being surrounded by people who laughed loudly and lived freely, and I was right there with them. But it was always temporary, always conditional, and slowly the noise became overwhelming, and I started disappearing quietly, because it's easier to vanish than to beg for a place in a room where no one's really listening. And now I watch people from a distance, and I wonder if they can tell how far I've drifted from who I was, or if they just see another face in the crowd they once knew, but forgot to keep checking on. You don't know how many times I've sat in a room and wanted to scream everything I've been holding in, but swallowed it again because I knew they wouldn't stay to hear the answer. Because people love to ask, "How are you?" But they rarely stick around long enough to hear anything deeper than "fine." And I got tired of bleeding for people who only wanted to see clean hands, tired of opening doors that led to silence, tired of hoping someone might actually mean it when they said "I'm here." Because being strong doesn't mean I'm not breaking, and being calm doesn't mean I'm not drowning. And being quiet doesn't mean I don't have entire universes of pain crashing against the walls inside me, like waves trying to break free from a body that was never built to carry this much without sinking. But hey, it's going great.